Now, everyone's telling me that we're halfway through the tournament, but not if you're a bookmaker. There's been 40 games and there's only 8 left. But time-wise, there is still 3 weeks to go. And what a fantastic group of quarter-final matches we've got. The first one is the Irish against the Welsh here in Wellington on Saturday night. I'm going to side with the Welsh in this one. I've been incredibly impressed with the defence of the Welsh side. Their attack's not too bad either, but I think collectively they've got a fantastic team spirit. They're all singing off the same song sheet. I know the Irish are good as well, but I just think there's a little bit too much romance involved with the Irish. People fall in love with them, but I think if you just look at the absolute rugby pedigrees of both sides and what they've done in the last few weeks, I am going to stick with Wales. They're slightest of underdogs, but I think that could get the punters off on the right mark with the Welsh, or even take the point start, which is about the 2 or 3 point mark. Welsh for me first up, then England take on France. England are playing tournament rugby, they tell us. They're scoring in threes, don't get many tries, but all they want to do is win. And I think they will beat the French, who, let's be honest, they just we haven't seen the flair from them all tournament, and I can't see anything to suggest that we're going to see it up against the English. I think they'll be too strong and too dominant, the English, probably 12 and under, which would indicate a close match. I think it'll only be close on the scoreboard. I think the English are just too disciplined and too organised and too good at tournament rugby to let the French win. So England for me in that one. Sunday, first up, we've got the Australians against South Africa. It's been pretty much $1.87 each team all week. I'm going to side with the Australians. If the weather forecasters are right, there's no rain on the day. And I think the Australians will have too much pace and guile out wide. Their forwards tell us that they're barred up for this match to at least get parity with the South Africans. Anything can happen here. Either side could win, but I am going to stick with the Australians in a narrow one. A high-scoring, narrow win if it's fine. A low-scoring, narrow one for Australia as well if it's not. But I think Australia are going to sneak through and meet the All Blacks in the final. No big surprise there. The Argentinians, they've sort of limped into the final 8. I think the All Blacks will be far too good. It'll be a good confidence booster for Colin Slade. I hope Israel Dagg's hematoma is fixed and has come right in time, along with Richie McCaw's foot as well. This is a perfect springboard, I think, for confidence, especially in the 10 jersey for Colin Slade going into the semis and final. They won't count their chickens before they hatch, though. They'll be clinical, they'll be expressive, they'll be fantastic to watch. I'm predicting the All Blacks by at least 20 against the RGs. Have a good weekend.